Hi, I'm Marty, and I'm looking at supercharging a Microsoft Word document with Copilot. In this document, I'm going to look at three things. The first thing is creating visual tables of paragraphs, which improve the overall quality of the document. Number two, I'm going to also check changing the writing style. So let's say we have a writing style which needs to be simplified or more professional. So this writing style can be changed with Microsoft Copilot, which is great. And number three, we're going to guide Copilot to check the overall document flow, the structure, to make sure it all makes sense and sounds great. So we've got the a nice example here, just an essay which shows a essay on America's moon landing. So the success of the American moon landing. So what we can do is we can highlight paragraphs, and to the left you'll find draft with Copilot. This is a magic marker tool. It's a button which you can press, and this will open this short screen showing basically some functions which Copilot has provided. So we can rewrite the paragraph. We can make it shorter, make it more formal. We can write suggestions, or we can visualize the table. So to improve the overall quality of the document, we want to basically visualize, include some tables, because not everyone's just a textual learner. So including visualized tables can really help to improve the overall quality of the document. So let's click this button, and this is asking Copilot to visualize the table. So it's just created a table here, a visualization, which shows the introduction and just, I guess, a summary of the event and the mission, which is Apollo 11. So the column here, you've noticed there's some relevant columns, but there's also some columns which aren't quite relevant, which is the purpose of the paper. The paper is this particular document and the expected result of the document too. So I don't really want to include those in this document. So what I can do is I can click this table here. I can click this box saying, what do you want Copilot to change? So let's go, please remove the purpose of the paper and the expected result column. And we can click generate, which will regenerate the visualization of the paragraph. And now we have been reduced to 5 columns. We can further improve the quality of this table by including more information. So taking the role of thinking how someone will read this and what information might they want to know already. So we can say, please include the names of the astronauts and the project cost, which would be associated with Apollo 11. This can also, so see, we're building out this table now, and it's included the project cost, the actual date of the project when it was paid, and the astronaut names too. And this is starting to build quality into the table, and in further, we're going to have a quality table which is embedded into the document, and it improves the overall quality of the document because the quality of the table itself has got lots of information, and it can also help with context around the document subject. So that looks pretty good now, so let's keep it. And let's move on to the second tip, which I think is really helpful, is changing the writing style for your audience. So let's look at the first paragraph here. We've got nowadays, which is quite casual, and we can rewrite this paragraph with something a bit more professional. So again, let's click the magic marker, draft with Copilot. And this it has a bit of a drop down here with auto rewrite. So let's make it formal. Let's see what that button does. And this is Copilot helping us to make this paragraph a bit more formal and a bit more written for a formal context. Okay, still not really quite what I was looking for. How about let's draft with Copilot again, and let's say, please write this paragraph like a professor, and click generate. This will rewrite the paragraph, taking on a professor's role and including a more formalized, advanced role on writing the actual paragraph. And so this is much more formalized now in terms of the quality. So let's keep that one, and let's replace that first paragraph with something a bit more formal. All right, so that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is guiding Copilot to check the overall flow of the document, the structure. Maybe sometimes if there's anything that is included which is not quite relevant to the document, and making sure that it all flows and the structure is correct and it all makes sense and it's all relevant. So how we can do this is we can go up to the top right and click the button Copilot, which opens the Copilot screen. And in the box, what we can say is, please check the overall document structure or flow to make sure it sounds good. Okay. Click enter, and now Copilot's checking the whole document. It's seeing if it all makes sense and if the flow of the document's really good. So let's see the consistency. So the consistency, so here we've got some examples, but they're quite general. So it didn't really help us that much with this. However, what we can do is highlight the whole document. What we can do is draft with Copilot. So let's say, can you please check the overall structure and flow of this essay? And we will click generate. And as you can see here, it's producing content in the page. That's okay, we can remove that later. But it's basically giving us a critique of the document and showing that what's most important within the document, and if there's anything that's gone terribly wrong. So let's take a look. Okay, let's have a look at areas of improvement. And the first one here, we've got remove or revise the SpaceX comparison, as it introduces an informal and tangential element not in keeping with the historical focus of the essay. So let's have a look and see what Copilot's come back with here. And there we go. So we've got a culprit here, which is something that's gone completely wrong, and it doesn't quite fit in the overall context of the document. So it's also written very unprofessionally and doesn't quite make sense. And this is what our Copilot is basically referring to. So we can just remove this, and there we go. And by doing this, we've improved the quality of the document. So we've really supercharged this Word document today in quite a short amount of time using Microsoft 365 Copilot. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find this helpful. Please like the video, drop a comment below, and see you all next time. Thanks for now.